Okay, been playing golf quite intensively this week actually, and obviously Scotland versus England team matches, and it was for civil service where we work. Brilliant competition with the lads. And this chap that was playing against Paul Sutton, he won't mind me mentioning his name. He's come up, spoke to us after, and noticed something in my swing that I was doing, and where I was aiming with my natural shot, which is a left to right fade, and where this comes into effect is something that a lot of pros and people in golf call aim point. I know you've probably seen the pros talking about aim point on putting, but really every shot has an aim point, like the ideal point on the arc of the trajectory path of the ball, which then will move to the, in this case, centre of the target or centre of the fairway. So I've went away and I've worked on that today, and I'm pretty amazed at the results. Basically what Paul said to me was, your natural shot's that fade, so play that shot. Pick a target on the left, hit straight to that target, and let your natural fade bring it back to the centre of the fairway. Now, after a lot of practice work and testing, I now know that my aim point is 25 to 30 yards left of target. So whatever the target is, I aim 25 to 35 yards left, and I swing to that aim point, not the target. I'm trying to hit a straight shot left, basically, right, which then goes up, heads off straight to that aim point, and then fades back to the actual intended target. But I'm not, and this is key, I'm not trying to influence the ball in any way. I'm trying to hit a straight shot. Well, when we say straight shot, I'm swinging straight to the target, the aim point that I'm aiming at. Very key. That way the natural shot, which is my fade, brings it back to the centre of the fairway or onto the green, right? And worst case scenario, it ends up at the aim point or inside the aim point line. But obviously you're picking a point that you know if you do hit a straight one, it's not in any trouble. So doing this today, big improvement. Going to take it out tomorrow in the medal at my own course. I've been playing different courses this week. If you're up in the Edinburgh area, fabulous tracks. I played Dalmahoy East course. Can't say enough about that, it's lovely. King's Now golf course in Edinburgh as well, another good one. And Turnhouse, which is a very quirky course, but well worth a visit if you're in the area. Food and the chef there is tremendous, which does add to the day. Also the laugh we had playing, and even though Scotland got beat, boo, England won, ooh, yay. No, England won. They were really good all week. And, what can you say? They were just a better team. And hats off to them. They're out enjoying themselves, probably, right now. So, after the fact of this, obviously, playing against a guy who's given you or sees something in your swing and then speaks to you after and tells you, look, if you do this and you change the way you're thinking, because it's more to do with the way your mind's working and the way you're visually seeing shots, that you're making a mental error rather than an actual swing error. And he's spot on, because when you start to visualise shots correctly and see them in the right way, that's 90% of golf, isn't it? Seeing it before you hit it. And that's what he was saying. You need to remap your think and images that you're seeing, and then use that to your advantage, Mike. And you can hit it straight at that target. You're on the left. You know, I'm hitting it like 20 yards. With an effect, if you were looking at this, I'm aiming at something that's 20 yards left of my target. But to me, that is my target. And then the ball fades to what you would perceive as being, well, he must have been aiming at the middle of the fairway, or he must have been aiming at the middle of the green. And obviously, the higher loft you get in your hands, like as in 8, 9, wedge, etc., clearly the more loft you have, the less the ball will move in the air, i.e. your fade becomes less with more loft, as we all know, because obviously the easiest club in the bag to slice or fade is a driver for most people. So I'm talking about like 20 yards left with a driver, maybe 20 yards left with 3-wood. But then from there, it's like do down the bag, mapping in your aim point, and then visually committing and standing up, straight aiming, bang, middle, you know. And it really has helped. So, Paul, thanks for that. And obviously, I've binned a lot of clutter from, you know, overthinking and analysing. He says you're such a technical player, but you want to get back to feel, and he's right. More feel, less technical thoughts, because you can't have any when you're swinging. Like, it's not going to happen, is it? It's got to be, see the shot, visualise it, and then execute it or hit it. So, yeah, keeping it short, but like I say, can't thank him enough. And Big Clem as well, I played with him as well, and he great guy, 2 great guys, ambassadors for England, as they say. So thanks to them and everybody that was there this week. Brilliant. 3 days of fun and laughter. And thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you can. It all helps the charities. Doing it for charity. Macmillan Cancer, Help the Heroes, and Shelter UK. And hopefully we will get to 1,000 subscribers. And then, you know, the ad revenue just keeps getting sent to the charities.